That's right, guys. We are in the parking lot, and it's hard not to recognize the Cheesy Chick truck. I mean, this thing is beautiful. It's got the all the designs, all the colors, but most importantly, it's got some great food. And we're with Alexis from the Cheesy Chick. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, so you guys just finished up your first taste of buffalo. Give us an idea of how that went.
It went well. I learned a lot. It was our first year, so it was kind of hard going into it, not knowing what to expect, but I'm so proud of my staff, the way they handled it. They did such a great job, so thank you to my staff and my wonderful husband who did runs for me and brought me products. So we sold a lot of sandwiches, that's for sure.
That's great. And there were, a handful of trucks there. And you guys, obviously, you do this for a living, so you know how to think on your feet. And being in that kind of a situation, you work on your feet. You're cooking on your feet. So it was probably very exciting for you guys.
Yeah, things come up, but it was nice that I was on my truck, which I'm used to, which I do every day. So I wasn't like stuck in a tent like some of the restaurants. I'm used to this, so it went well. It went well.
Well, I have to say, before we even got 20 yards from your truck, we'd finished, my wife and I, one of your classic grilled cheese sandwiches. That's an item on the menu. Also, we want to point out the menu today. We're making the ABC. Now, tell everybody what that is.
ABC stands for Apple Bacon Cheddar, and we also make a homemade roasted onion mayonnaise that goes on there, and it's grilled on sourdough bread.
All right, so much more than just your standard grilled cheese. Now, what is the big item, what was the big item, actually, that you were selling at the Taste, though?
The Lucky 7, the one that I made last time on the show, and it had a lot of positive feedback. People really liked it.
All right, now, the ABC, really quick, let's go through those ingredients just for folks at home that might be jotting them down.
Yeah, you will need apples, bacon, cheddar cheese, red onion, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, olive oil, and sourdough.
All right, sounds, my mouth is already watering, I got to admit. All right, we're going to get going inside the truck in just a few minutes. Right now, though, we're going to send it back into the newsroom to check on the .com check with Emily. What's up, Emily? And welcome back. We're in the Cheesy Chick food truck. You've probably seen it around Buffalo. It's got the best colors of any food truck, I have to say. I'm a little biased there. We're with Alexis right now. You're the owner and operator of this awesome truck.
Yes, I am. We've been in business since March.
All right, now, really quick, we're going to go through this recipe that we're making today, but I do have to say, just a few minutes ago, there was a ton of bacon. It was all over the place in here. I didn't eat it, but there's a lot of it, as you can see there. It's all over the place. So obviously, bacon is one of the ingredients we're cooking with today.
Yep, ABC, the B in ABC is for bacon.
Okay.
And then we have apple, and then cheddar is our C. And then we have fresh sourdough, and then we have our roasted onion mayonnaise, which we will be making from scratch.
Okay, and for folks at home that would want to make a roasted onion mayonnaise, probably not too difficult. We can walk them through that.
It's very easy. All you need is red onions, olive oil, salt, pepper, and mayonnaise.
Okay, and this recipe doesn't take too long, so it's great if you're a mom or dad trying to feed the whole family of kids, or if you're going on a picnic or something, you could whip one of these up pretty quick.
Oh yeah, they're pretty quick to make. So, and the roasted onion mayonnaise makes a huge batch, so you can refrigerate it and keep it on hand.
All right, good stuff. Now, how many of these do you go through a day? The Lucky 7 is a very popular dish, but you guys make a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah, the ABC is actually probably our most popular. And it depends. I would say we usually go to through at least 15, 20 a day, sometimes up to 40 or more a day.
40 or more a day. Now, obviously, you're not always all alone in this truck, and there's people other than me that are actually doing things, right?
Yeah, I have 4 wonderful employees, Angie, Alicia, Jessica, and Catherine.
All right.
Hi, guys.
Yep. Hi to those guys. And if you guys want to know where you can find the Cheesy Truck, you guys mark that on your Facebook every day, I believe?
Facebook and Twitter, so that's how people usually find us.
Okay, that's a good way to find you guys. All right, we're going to get started on this ABC. We're going to be learning the 1, 2, 3s of this. That made no sense. All right, we're going to send it back into the Wing It studio. When we get back here, though, things are going to start heating up. Hey, Emily, that's right. We are in the Cheesy Chick food truck, and you can see this truck coming from miles. We'll show you the outside a little bit later. But right now, we're inside. We're with Alexis, the owner and operator. We're making the ABC sandwich today, and we're using a little bit of mayonnaise now for a dressing, right?
Yes, this is the roasted onion mayonnaise that goes on the sandwich. You start with a large red onion, and we coated it with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roasted it. Okay. In an oven, 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. And then we're just going to take that and put it in the food processor.
Okay, so this is kind of a gourmet mayonnaise we're making today. Not just plain old mayonnaise, right?
No, it's not. It's a fancy mayonnaise. And a lot of times people are scared when they come to the truck and they're like, I don't like onion. Can I get that without the mayonnaise? But we're like, try it. It's really good. It's not like strong onion flavor.
Right,
So.
right. And that's a red onion, so it's a little sweet flavor too as well.
Yep, and the roasting makes it very sweet.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to get that going. Well, that is the most non-loud blender I've ever heard in my life, if that made any sense. All right, now we're going to add the mayonnaise, right?
Now we're going to add the mayonnaise.
All right.
And with a small onion, you're going to use about 1 cup of mayonnaise, but this is a large onion, so I'm going to use about 2 cups.
Okay, so 2 cups for one of those big red onions like this one.
Yes, and then we just put the mayonnaise in, and then we just blend it one more time.
Okay.
And that's it.
That could be a dip.
It is, yes. We're going to talk about that in second helping. This is very great. You can use it as a dip or anything. So we're going to come over here.
Back over here to our front door, basically, where people get their food every day.
Some fresh sourdough bread. We're going to take our mayonnaise that we just made, and we're going to put some of that right on the bread. That's the first step. And then we have some fresh apple. We like to use a sweeter apple.
So a red apple.
This is a Red Delicious.
All right.
And we cut it nice and thin so it's easier to eat. And then we lay that out on top of the mayonnaise.
Wow, this is,
so there's your A for apple.
That's the A in the ABC, all right.
And then we have some nice crispy bacon that we cooked up on the griddle.
And wait, let me guess, that's the B. That's the B, right?
Very good.
I'm learning.
And then we have C.
C for
is,
cheese.
Yeah, that's the cheddar cheese. And we use about like 2.5 ounces per sandwich, so we use a nice healthy amount of cheese.
I was just thinking that. I got to ask, how much cheese do you go through a day on a regular busy day? I mean, you have an idea? Or
I couldn't even tell you.
Couldn't even tell me.
Pounds.
Pounds of cheese. Well, that's good. That's what you guys specialize in.
ABC.
And I could eat it like that, but we're going to make it even more special right now, I have a feeling. Let's
so we're gonna,
swing over here.
Yeah, put a little of our butter mayonnaise combination on there.
Oh, there's mayonnaise in there too?
Yep,
as well?
there's
wow.
mayonnaise in here.
That's amazing. Now that's going to probably give the bread a nice golden kind of color.
It does, and plus butter burns fast sometimes, so the mayonnaise will help it keep
to
it
slow
on
it
the
down.
longer. Yeah.
Okay.
So we stick that on.
Great.
And then butter each side.
Now you were saying if you're trying to make this at home and you don't want to, you want to kind of cut back on a little bit of the fat, you can use the spray stuff for the pan.
Yeah, you can use the non-fat cooking spray. I actually use that at home a lot, so just to be healthier.
Good alternative.
Yeah.
If you want.
And then we just take our bowl and dome it to help the cheese melt a little bit.
Okay.
And then give it about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and it'll be done.
All right. So set that timer, 2 to 3 minutes on each side.
Yeah.
Now let's quickly talk about where you guys can be found. Obviously, you told me earlier they're going to be at a new location today. So where's that going to be?
We're going to be at 100 International Drive today, which is AAA, and that's our first time there. So come out and see us and try our ABC. But any other day, just go to Facebook or Twitter, and you can see where we're going to be. We're all over.
Right.
We're in Buffalo, the suburbs.
Right. And Alexis was telling me that that's the one interesting thing about owning a food truck. You can test out different areas and just try out places and find hot spots, right?
That's the beauty of it. I mean, if there's a spot you're at, it's not very well, you don't have to go back. And if you find a hot spot, then you just return.
Right. And Facebook and Twitter, obviously, they have you have all the locations there and where you're going to be every day. So if you want to check them out, that's where you got to be. Now, normally you have a few helpers in here as well. You want to say hello to them, of course?
Yeah. Again, they're hi Angie, Alicia, Catherine, and Jessica.
Okay. Now I noticed there's a whole bunch of bacon right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. You must be a mind reader because that's my breakfast right there.
This is for you.
It's for me. All right. I'll get into that a little later. Let's show the folks at home what the first side of this sandwich looks like on the grill. There it is. That looks pretty delicious right there.
Color on that. It probably needs about another 2 or 3 minutes on the other side, and it'll be done.
Okay. Now I would imagine that kids probably like this dish because it's got a lot of sweet factors in it.
Yeah, they do. Like I said, sometimes they're scared of the onion at first, but once they try it, they love it.
All right. Now, when the last time Cheesy Chick was on the show, you guys made the number, what was it?
The Lucky 7.
Lucky 7.
Yeah.
This thing is loaded with meat. If you think there's a lot of bacon on that, why don't we tell everybody what's in the Lucky 7?
Well, the Lucky 7 has sausage, sopressata, pepperoni, and then it has 4 cheeses as well.
All right, 4 cheeses,
Loaded with meat and
a lot of
cheese.
meat and cheese.
Yeah.
That's probably a favorite. And the Taste of Buffalo, what was the big hot item at the Taste of Buffalo? I know I had the classic, and that was great. Just the classic grilled cheese is awesome at this place.
The Lucky 7 was the most popular, but people did enjoy the classic, and then we had the Nutella with banana, which was our healthy option, and that sold very well.
Wow, yeah, if you notice back there just over Alexis's shoulder, there's a lot of Nutella.
Yeah.
That's like, to me, that's like, Italian peanut butter or whatever. You can make a nice little sandwich, and they'll make it for you. So follow these guys on Twitter, the Cheesy Chick food truck. Obviously, they specialize in cheese. Let's show this really quick. That is the finished product. That is the ABC, and I'm going to pull an old 1, 2, 3 on that in a few seconds. But when we get back, we're going to have a really interesting second helping. Remember that mayonnaise? We'll show you what you can do with it coming up. And welcome back. It's time for Second Helpings. And you notice I'm wearing a full suit, but on a day like this, it's so nice outside. You should have your lunch outside. You should also have your lunch with the Cheesy Chicks today. We'll tell you where they're going to be in just a minute, but I got to show you the refrigerator in this place. Alexis, I opened it and I cried a little bit because this is like my dream fridge. Basically, on a busy day, all this food, you see it now, you won't see it by the end of the day. Anyway, that's a look at all the type of stuff that they use on a day-in, day-out basis. Alexis is here now again. Once again, we just made the ABC sandwich, and now we're taking our mayo, our gourmet mayo. Let's find out what we're doing.
Yeah, it makes a huge batch, so I'm just going to give you an idea of other things you can use it for. You can use it just on, this is a turkey sandwich I made. You can just use it as a regular condiment for any sandwich, or you could dip your French fries in it. It's very good.
You could also slam my face into it and just eat it that way as well. It's amazing, let me tell you. There was just a little, you know, even the apples go great in there.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. All right.
And then what we did here is we actually mix that with a little bit of mayonnaise or sour cream. We took like a half a cup of the onion mayonnaise and mixed it with a quarter cup of sour cream, and it makes a nice little vegetable dip.
Oh, the sour cream, and never would have thought of that.
Put a little sour cream in there, and it makes a perfect vegetable dip, so it's great. Very versatile.
And it is great, and what the Cheesy Chick does when they talk about making grilled cheese sandwiches, they take everything to another level, and that's what obviously Alexis just did with some mayonnaise by adding sour cream to it with the red onion. Totally delicious today. Tell everybody where you're going to be today. You guys are at new locations every once in a while, and today you're at a different one.
Yeah, today we're trying out a new location. It's 100 International Drive in Williamsville at AAA. So we'll be there from 11:30 to 1:30.
Okay, now if folks want to follow the Cheesy Chick, because that's where you're going to find out where they are each day, where do they go?
Facebook or Twitter.
Okay, Cheesy Chick on Facebook and Cheesy Chick at Twitter, whatever that is.
The Cheesy Chick.
The Cheesy Chick, and there's 4 of them. She's got helpers, and right now I'm taking up most of the space in here, but that's a look at what we made. We wanted to just show you the cross-section of this ABC sandwich. You can really see the A, B, and C, and I'll be the D when it comes to eating it. That'll be happening in just a few minutes. So check them out today. They're in new locations all the time. That's the benefit of owning your own food truck, as well as stimulating the economy, of course. All right, we are finished here on the food truck. I'm going to start eating, and I'm going to send it back over to Matt.